All right, welcome into Extra Time, where Shaka is still harboring feelings from something I said 15 minutes ago. Shaka?
It wasn't 15 minutes ago.
It was 10 minutes ago.
It was
About 7
3
minutes
minutes ago.
Shaka, I just said, listen,
And it
big is beautiful.
You hurt my...
Big is beautiful.
When you're in a hole, stop digging, Alexis.
You've contradicted yourself today. Earlier on, you said he was lanky.
I know.
Now you were
I
saying
never said
he's
he was
piled on
lanky.
the
I said
pounds.
nimble. I said nimble. You said lanky.
Can we actually
Get to extra time?
keep it factual about Shaka?
Yes.
The depth of his voice.
The depth of his voice.
When he goes into a caring conversation,
He's so
as he
caring.
did about
Jamal
Jamal
Musiala.
Musiala, it touches your heart.
I've never seen someone care so much.
And I've got to say,
your
the honesty as well.
Yes.
The honesty.
That's what
It's
I
the
love
Shaka
about it.
voice.
It's nurturing.
It just makes me want to be a better person all around.
good.
Isn't
Have you
it?
ever thought about reading children's books? Like Jack and Nora or something like that?
Oh, boy.
That would be a great job for you.
Goodness me.
All right, let's
Who let you all in the building?
Let's get into some questions, shall we? All right. Start, bench, drop, guys. Are you ready?
Yep.
Start, bench, drop. 2025 PSG, so we're talking about teams, 2023 Manchester City, or 2010 Barcelona?
Oh, boy.
Okay. Well, go on, you start.
I have a feeling I'll agree with Ali.
Start 2010 Barcelona.
Yep.
I'm going to bench 2023 Manchester City.
Okay.
And I'm going to drop 2025 PSG. And the only reason I'm going to do that is because 6-7 months ago, this was not PSG. And
Yeah, but 6-7 months ago, it wasn't 2025 either.
this is a good point.
7 months, it was
point.
2025, Shaka. 7 months ago was 2025. We're in July, so that's 7 months.
Well, the point being is
6.5.
Yeah.
No, but July 1st makes
No,
it
7
months.
7 months ago.
We digress.
It would have been
We
December
digress.
9th. 7 months ago was December.
What?
It's
Don't
July.
let me get the fingers out.
It's July. It's the 7th
He's right.
month.
He's right.
So 7 months ago was December.
Okay, let's
no,
go back.
all
I
I'm
stand
suggesting
corrected.
is that what we have seen from PSG, while it has been great, and it really has been great, it has been a great 6-7 months.
Yes.
Right?
The 25.
6-7 months. I need to see more of this PSG team. The signs of what we have seen from PSG actually tell us that the trajectory is very positive, and I'm all for it. But what we saw over the course of a long period of time of the 2010 Barcelona and the 2023 Manchester City over the whole year, I think it's superior to what we have seen so far from PSG. That's it.
I like Ali's explanation.
100%. You can't disagree
You
with
agree
that.
as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shaka?
Now, I'm.
You don't agree?
No, I don't. I am benching 2025 PSG, and I'm dropping 2023 Man City.
Okay.
Just because while Man City and I get all the points, I thought certainly during the course of this calendar year, PSG were better in the Champions League, including the final, than certainly Manchester City were against, was it Inter Milan in 2023 in their final. So that's why I give PSG the nod.
All right.
You see.
That honesty again.
It's that honesty.
Yes, and then he goes
voice.
deep and quiet at the same
Quiet.
time.
He's a gentle
It's
giant.
like the
I
voice.
feel like he was in the mill last night when he went deep, quiet, and then fell asleep.
Hey, what a move it was from Shaka.
What a move.
Past
We
the
were
bedtime.
at the birthday dinner.
We took Ale out for a birthday dinner.
And what a meal it was.
It was
we had a lot.
fantastic.
We had a lot
It
of
was
fun.
lovely.
Shaka, as the appetizers came out, already said, "I'm a little tired." he started giving signs.
Robbo paid.
By the time we actually
Had
had dinner and had finished our meal,
we were finishing. Some
Yeah.
of us were still picking.
Shaka actually went to the restroom, which was a very strong move. Went to the restroom. When he came back, he never sat back down. He picked up his jacket. Are we going? Are we ready?
It was the three yawns as he put his jacket on.
But what I have to say is they weren't listening, but Shaka was sitting beside me, and I listened to my dear friend because I feel when he's fading. And he says,
He wasn't
gives
fading.
us warnings, and he goes, guys, I'm fading.
He wasn't fading.
Guys, I'm fading.
He wasn't fading. He was collapsing, and we've seen Shaka collapse
Oh,
before.
we've seen Shaka
He was
collapse.
looking like that.
Listen, I make no excuses. I have a hard stop at 10 o'clock.
You have a hard time.
Hard stop.
But this was 9:30.
I need to be in my bed at 10 o'clock. Wherever I am, when 10 o'clock hits, I'm going to sleep.
When you're
Back on
45-ish,
All I would say is, Shaka, today Ali showed me a list of his photos, which is quite interesting, but there was about 10 of them where you're lying on a couch asleep when you're meant to be watching football. That's all I would say.
What time was it?
It wasn't 10.
But can we say,
10 o'clock somewhere.
Shaka did not fall asleep during PSG Real Madrid.
Yeah, he did not.
He was thoroughly entertained.
All right. Thank you, Shaka.
All
Thank you.
right.
Thank
Well,
you.
the next question
Thank you.
now, I feel like this is one for Shaka, but he does say, for the guys, how long do you need to reboot after a 3-week holiday? Now, as our connoisseur of 3-week holidays,
I wasn't aware for that. I don't know.
how long do you need to reboot? Because you
I've never been on a 3-week.
You just came back from a 3-week holiday.
No.
And you obviously haven't
2 weeks.
rebooted.
2 weeks.
You're still falling asleep at
2
dinner.
weeks.
2 weeks and change.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
A little bit.
2 weeks-ish.
2 weeks. It wasn't
Two-ish
3,
weeks.
but it wasn't 3.
How long do you need to reboot, Shaka? Because obviously yesterday wasn't speaking wonders.
What?
How long do you need to reboot after a 3-week
I
holiday?
was here yesterday. What do you mean I was?
Yeah, but you faded.
No,
get back
I've got
in
nothing doing my holiday. I'm a hard 10 o'clock every day.
Man.
Oh, hang on. Let's give him credit.
Except for Trinidad Carnival
He's
time.
come back and he's been magnificent on the
He
show.
has,
Yeah.
he
So
has.
that's when it matters.
He
Not
has.
what he's doing when he comes
right.
out with us on Ali's birthday.
Wait, well, don't be dismissive of my birthday.
Well, you've had 3 days of birthday.
Don't get angry about
2
it.
days ago.
Yeah,
I
you've
never
been
got anything
milking
for
this.
my birthday. Did you get anything
He
for your
has had
birthday,
3
Shaka?
days.
You know about milking.
Yeah,
You
you know,
milked a
yeah.
vacation.
Oh, God.
Wait.
So do you need? How long do you need to reboot, Ale, after 3 weeks?
Oh, I'm back in all the way.
Back in, baby.
Like me.
Robbo?
I'm going to find out because I'm going to have a new knee replacement
Oh!
about 5 days' time. So I've got to have a little time out. So I'll see how long it takes me to reboot.
Speaking of the perfect
Is that how you live your life? That getting a knee replacement is a holiday? Yeah. That's a
When you
holiday.
get to a certain age.
I'm going to be at home with my wife. That's a lovely holiday. There we are.
Oh, bless.
Well, nobody's saying anyway. They obviously don't agree.
All right, let's move on. Who has been the player of the Club World Cup so far?
Who's been the player of the Club World Cup so far? It's got to be somebody from PSG. I'm going to go with Hakimi.
Okay,
I
Graham.
thought he was magnificent today, and he's going to probably be magnificent in the final as well.
I agree with that.
Okay.
But it has to be somebody from PSG. No, it's nobody else.
What was that? You faded again.
No, I said it has to be somebody from PSG.
We need to
Not
plug
this
you again or
Shaka.
what?
No,
We need to reboot you?
What's the time? It has to be somebody from PSG. It's not going to be anybody else. What's my...
Shaka said, what's the time? It's only about 7 o'clock, guys, and we still have to have dinner. So we have 2 hours within which to get Shaka to his bed. Okay, you all played for multiple clubs in your career. Which spell or stay were you most fond of?
Probably at Arsenal between I was in the team from 1981 to 1987. I would say from 1984 to 86 was the best period.
Oh, that was prime Robbo.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I was
born
still
then.
young, but it was probably the best I played for those couple of years.
Oh, it's such a shame. I wasn't born then, but I would have loved to see prime.
What?
boy.
What? What a shot that was.
No.
What a shot
I'm
that
really
was.
saying stats.
He just poured his heart out.
I know.
Now he has to
I
get
know.
a knee replacement.
I know.
You just double down. Granddad.
Yes. I wish I'd seen it.
Jeez.
I wish I'd seen it. I wasn't born.
Was it 3 or 4 days ago? Who are you looking forward to seeing when they come to the show? Ali or
that was
Robbo?
Ali, because I haven't
She
seen
said
Ali in a long time. I hadn't seen
Number
Ali.
one.
Now
Number
she's-
one.
now she said I'm way
Well,
too old.
to my number one, Ali, what about you? Which stint did you enjoy the most in your club career?
Let's go Crew. Columbus Crew.
Ah.
Won a
Shaka?
title there.
He's still explaining.
I'm
Let's
done.
not cut him off.
I'm done.
No.
Go ahead, Shaka. She had enough of my explanation.
I'm going to carry on with this question. What about for Venezuela? What was your big period for them?
Right around the same.
Oh, okay.
Right around the same, yes.
That was peak Ali.
That
What year was that? Was I born?
We're
I
talking
was born.
about somewhere between like 97. No,
Oh, yeah.
not 97. Sorry. Oops. 2007 to like 2010.
Oh, yeah.
You were born then.
you
weren't
born
you?
I was very much thriving
okay,
then.
okay.
I was thriving then. I think I was like in third form. I don't know what that is here. In Jamaica, we call it forms. It's like your third year in high school.
Oh, boy.
Or middle school.
I'm afraid to see
Shaka,
when
what
it's mine
about
now.
you?
Yeah.
I'm afraid to see.
Shaka, I feel like you're torn because you have a lot of sentimental feelings from multiple clubs. I know you love West
kind of
Ham,
guy.
but I know you love Newcastle, but I know you love Reading.
I played my best football after my first 18 months at West Ham, so 98 through
He was
Great
the
year.
Hammer of the year.
Yeah,
You're
probably the
hammered
end of 98, and then I broke my leg in February 2000. That was my best football up until breaking my
But
leg.
what he enjoyed most, because he's a money man, as we know about, is Maserati.
He's Maserati.
Was his time at Portsmouth when all sorts of money was being thrown his way.
Oh.
My lawyers have told me not to address that question.
Oh boy.
No idea what
There
you're
you have
talking
it.
about. Short.
How many more Maseratis did he buy?
No, I
after that?
don't. What? Move on. Move it on.
All right. Next question now from Ted. To all, thoughts on newly purchased players being allowed to add into rosters mid-tournament? This isn't an injury replacement or return for injury, but someone who was never at the club.
I think it devalues the tournament and the seriousness with which we can take this tournament. It's similar, and I know the guys perhaps have a different approach to this. It's similar to me that when the players are not watching the game on the bench, they're sitting in the stands. You would never do that if this was a World Cup, for example. It is the approach that managers take to a preseason friendly. You would make that decision at preseason friendly. You wouldn't do that in a competitive environment. Just like you wouldn't allow this to happen in, say, for example, a Champions League. Or the fact that you're allowed to do this, I think it puts into question the validity of the rosters themselves, and the fact that Joao Pedro is going to be a key factor for Chelsea, not only advancing into the final, but potentially winning the final, puts into question how this tournament was put together.
And add to that,
No, you're good.
You've got 3 or 4 players that have retired from football that are saying, "Oh yeah, but I'll play."
hang on.
Yeah, hang on. We'll keep you going. You know, where all the
farewell tour.
Yeah, Luka Modric had his farewell game. Muller, Lucas Vazquez, likewise. You know, waving to the crowd. That's the end of me. Thanks very much. Oh no, but you're going to carry on playing in that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's interesting that you do say that, because this next question kind of addresses that a little bit, but I would love to go to Shaka first on this one, because it's just so profound.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
This one's from Andrea. For the panel, today was Luka Modric's last game as a Real Madrid player. What's his legacy at the club, and who do you think now on the team has his qualities?
Nobody on the team has his qualities. That's the easy answer to that question. Listen, I think Luka Modric's legacy will be remembered and defined by his arrival. And Sidlow talks about this all the time. When he arrived and there was a poll done, and he was seen as the worst signing of the summer, or however long. And then he goes on to do as he does. Luka Modric is an incredible talent, and it continued to show up until the very end. And I think that's what he'll be remembered for, being a part of those great Real Madrid teams that won 5? How many Champions League he's got? 5? He's got 5 or 6. Anyway, how many? It's a lot.
But even up to last year, he still had an influence as a sub on Champions League games on occasions, and even when he played, he was one of their better players.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still
taken aback.
Taking in the depth.
The depth of that Shaka.
The nurturing voice. Honestly,
Shaka, I would love for you to speak at my final game.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest to your agent that you become a child's storyteller. Read on the TV.
No, you know what he could do? He could read books.
He could read books,
like that.
audiobooks.
Audiobooks. Imagine Shaka. Man.
But there's a program in England called Jackanory where famous people go and read children's books to kids.
Harry Styles did it, didn't
Harry
he?
Styles did it. Shaka, it's you. All
It's
over.
you.
Yep.
I can't take yours.
But that recording is gonna have to be before 10. We know that.
Yeah, we know that.
Shaka, would you rather bedtime
but
stories?
kids go to bed early.
Yeah,
So that works into his schedule.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, final question, shall we, from Ezio. Ale, Shaka once revealed that he felt he needed to go to university to properly mature as a player, to be ready to be a pro. Do you feel the same, or would you have enjoyed to be in a football academy as young as 14?
I would have enjoyed having gone to a football academy as young as 14. Those things didn't exist in the soccer structure in my country, in Venezuela. And the only reason I ended up going to school here in the United States was because it allowed me to continue to play soccer at a somewhat competitive level, trying to pursue a professional career. The path was not there for me, built in Venezuela, in the structures of soccer in Venezuela, to actually get into an academy at that age. So I would have loved to have had the opportunity to do that and actually see where that would have taken me. Maybe the path would have been certainly different and maybe would not have been as successful. But maybe maximizing whatever talent level I had and exploiting that to the best of my abilities perhaps would have taken me in a different path, in a different trajectory, and perhaps more successful. We'll never know that. But if the question is as to what I would have liked to have done, yes, I would have liked to have been in the academy system.
Ale, you're a success in our eyes.
Well,
In our eyes. why she throw that in?
yes.
You're
Others
in
not
our
so
eyes.
much.
It's a bit like saying, I thought you did very well. I don't care what anybody else says.
Yes.
In our eyes.
No, but to the point about going to college, at least in my case, you're talking about between 18 to 21, 22 years old, that you're going to school here in the United States. That's 4 years that potentially you could have been playing at a professional level. And it's 4 years that I don't think I needed to mature, like Shaka's talking about, but they would have allowed me to mature as a player.
Yeah.
So personality-wise, or in terms of my upbringing, I don't think I needed that level of maturity. What I needed was help maturing as a player.
I think it suits a goalkeeper anyway, because goalkeepers don't mature until they're a little bit older, do they? So
Shaka's still
you
maturing.
didn't waste 4 years.
I was very mature at a very young age, I'll have you know.
I feel
Mr.
like
Wilson.
Shaka was born mature.
Oh, what else?
Very sincere as well.
Very sincere. Depth.
Depth.
We're going to leave you
Once
guys.
again, I have
depth.
no idea what to say to any of
Shaka's
this.
depth and his great voice. Like, I don't even know why I'm reading the next promo, Shaka. I feel like
You
you
should.
should.
You should. Shaka, please. Shaka, please.
I'm not coming
Shaka.
out.
With that voice,
I'm
please.
not buying
Shaka,
it
give
to,
us-
to whatever it is y'all are selling.
Give
Shaka,
us
please.
the depth of your voice.
Yes.
There's
to
no
read.
promo to come.
It's
Yes,
gonna
there
come-
is.
It's the
No,
promo
there
for our
isn't.
show.
Shaka, please. Be a
Bring the
team player.
promo up, guys.
Be a team
What
player.
promo?
There we go. Read us through.
ESPN
voice.
FC, available daily on Plus.
Hey!
Tell you what, everybody's going to tune in
Yeah,
tomorrow.
they're watching tomorrow,
Oh,
or they're falling asleep. One of the
Gareth
two.
Bale is joining us, so please tune in.
Please tune in.